Hey, Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
It's me and the brother Gadal, it's the brother Awarga, alongside the brother Gadal. First off, we're going to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakagadash. We want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of our millstone who taught us is 100% truth according to the spirits of be Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that their portion is word to the four corners of the earth, sincerity to Yahweh say Shalom. And also, we want to give praises and honors and glory to Yahweh Shai for giving us the spirit on today once again to bring forth the sit down through the power spirit of Yahweh Shai, man, to always say Shalom. So we want to go into the spirit, man. You know, this little article, brothers had put in the chat about Elon Musk, going pretty much just going into an Motb prophecy, because we understand that this very prophecy has to be implemented under the penalty of death before Yahweh Shai returns. You know what I'm saying? Alongside with a couple other prophecy, but this Motb, the CHIP being made mandatory, this is the chief prophecy that needs to happen. And we see the technology and the steps this system, this B system is moving toward initiating this type of mark. My bad. This is technology. It's like this type of technology, and it shows you how, because the point of Esau bringing this out is to show forth this God-like complex, because that's what he has that scripture's going. So we're going to read a little bit, pull a couple of scriptures, and Lord willing, you're edified. So, what part did you read where it says like trillions of years? Then you got this add on here. Is it at the top?
Yeah, it's like within the go down. It's like within the first that shit.
Okay, I'm gonna read it. All right, this is Elon Musk. I mean, my bad. It says Elon. My bad. The article that we're looking at is an independent, and it's been published Thursday, 22 August 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob Troubles, which this year's almost over. But it says Elon Musk hopes to implant millions of neural CHIPs into people's brains over the next decade, the tech billionaire has said. So you see, this is an agenda that this devil has planned out for decades. Now, we know that in the Lord's time, the Lord gonna have this devil do according to his will, and there's no decades that this kingdom is going to continue on, where it's going to be able to initiate his NWO, erect his enterprise, and it's just gonna there's no decade, and another indicator of that is by this devil seeing Israelites wake up, man. So I got a scripture real quick, which if you want to read it, Psalms 49:11. You can read it on here.
This is Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
So you see that with this devil, like we just read, his inward thought, his houses shall continue. Obadiah, that shows, and this is going into his godlike complex, because this devil, you got to think about it, man. This devil, the left-hand side copies the right-hand side. Esau's kind of trying to get his artificial birthright back. My bad. He's trying to get an artificial form of the birthright, because the birthright was given unto Jacob, As you see when you read in Genesis, it goes into he was supplanted and the birthright went on to Jacob, it was Jacob's rightfully in the spirit. But you see Esau's trying to get an artificial form, which artificial means fake version of the birthright. He's saying that he's pretty much saying that I'm gonna be immortalized. You know what I'm saying? He talks about biometrics regarding as far as being able to be alive longer. He's even doing it that now on a lower level with that adrenaline. You know what? The baby scaring babies, scaring kids. He even does it with that because he uses that to prolong his life. So it's showing that he has that godlike complex, and he does certain miracles on the earth. You know what I'm saying? To show that he could imitate what the Lord does, like he did there in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, trying to bring down fire from heaven, as it says in Revelation 13. You know what I'm saying? He did that just pretty much trying to replicate the right-hand side, because it was done first by Elijah, the prophet. So the Lord had Elijah do it, But just nevertheless, this devil has that godlike complex, and we're going into the technology that's going to give him a big push to achieving his Godhead on earth, which is the Motb. That's why you see all these talks about cryptocurrency, digital currency, CBDC, and so on and so forth. All this money that is not going to be fiat currency is going to be digital currency. You know, you got one.
Well, I'm pretty sure we was gonna end up getting it anyways. Basically, dang it, what was it? Dang it,
Is it Second Thessalonians?
not that one.
The Revelation.
Oh yeah, the Revelation 12.
Yeah, I got it. I read it for you. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
So even though it's like it, even though, you know, as you read in the articles, how it says Elon Musk plans on doing this over the next decade.
Yeah, the next decade.
We all know that all that's going to be sped up because Yahweh Shah, he's the ones in control of everything, right? So when the dollar crash, guess what? They're gonna have to implement something. They're gonna have them C hubs ready, and they're gonna have the brain C hub ready, right? So like even though they say within the next decade, and then if you read more into it, they talking about within the next 5-10 years how they could probably get millions. Nah, man, the Lord's gonna speed all that up because He's already shortened the days, and as I said, the devil knows that he got a short time. Right, they seeing these UFOs, and then it's becoming. They seeing more and more sightings. They're like, okay, my time is getting short.
Yep.
Right, so they're gonna fast track it. Let alone he's gonna be in office with Trump, so he's gonna have he already had the resources he need. He's gonna have even more of the resources that he needs to even speed up the process.
Yep.
So the Lord is really setting them up to speed this up even more.
I'm going to pull this. This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, and the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bound that he cannot pass. And this is just laying back on the point that the priest brought out. You know what I'm saying? Going to that, Revelation 12, how he's saying he's coming down with great wrath because he see his days are shortened. And how does he ultimately see his days are shortened? By the way of the Israel waking up, really. That's really what it was. Us waking up and coming back to the obedience of the scriptures. It might not be, I mean, your everyday low Joe Biden, low as Edomite, your neighbor don't fucking know who you are. But the rulers of this world, the ones that's pulling the strings, the ones that, let me rephrase it, the ones that the Lord is using to pull the strings on his kingdom because he's ultimately being controlled, they know who Israel is. They got the artifacts, they got all those things, man. They know, man. Ancient artifacts, ancient tablets. They got them hidden. They know who the Israelites are, and they know they know the record of the Israelites, which is what? Anytime they begin to come back to the obedience of the scriptures and call upon those names in truth and sincerity, what happens? They start to rise up. That's what happens. And Revelation 11 tells you that. You know what I'm saying? Because we pulled it last night at side count. Revelation 11 tells you, man. After 3 days and a half, they stood up and great fear fell upon them that saw them. Who was them that saw them? The heathen nations ultimately headed by Esau. Because Esau's the one that's in rulership, man. So we get a little bit more in the article, and I'll read some scriptures, unless you had a scripture point. Okay. So reading more in the article, it says, the Neuralink chief executive announced his plans following a update from the neurotech startup that revealed new capability in his brain-computer interface. And this is a fulfillment of prophecy, man, because... this ad, but this fulfillment of prophecy, because we're going to pull it, you know what I'm saying, Revelation 13. As a matter of fact, could you get it? Revelation 13, and let me get, I think it's like verse 10, I think. Let me see. It says he was able to do miracles in the sight of the beast. No, it's not 10. It's okay, it's verse 14. I got it. You can read it for me.
And this is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 14. It says, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Exactly. They was, it said it deceived them to dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. And this is, we looking at it. That miracle that John was seeing was the miracle of the capabilities of the sea hip, what it was able to do. Because you got to think about it. Esau, like we said, Esau, he's replicating. It's funny. The funny thing is that when you think about, I like how the Lord, because the Lord compares Esau to Pharaoh. What did Pharaoh do during the time of Moses when Moses was doing his miracles? Pharaoh had his sorcerers, you know, his Chaldeans. He had them, which Chaldeans are the Babylonians, but nevertheless, his warlocks and stuff. He had them pretty much do what? He had them imitate the Lord's miracles to show like, oh, we got power too, which they do on the left hand side, but not to the extent of the right hand side, you know. Because you think about it, when Moses turned, when he had you had James and Jabez. I think I'm saying them right. You had them two warlocks. They casted down their rods and made them into a serpent. And Moses did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it ate theirs. Even the blood turned to water. And they did the same thing, made blood into water too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, made water into blood too. But anyway, they was trying to imitate the Lord. And that's what you see Esau do. Because Esau, he does the same thing. He's trying to imitate the Lord and show how I'm God. He's trying to play the role of God, you know? And that's going to cause him to deceive. So now, you know, you have individuals upon the earth. They won't look at the Lord no more and be like, oh, it's the Lord. They look at Esau like, okay, Esau could do this. He could do that. Mm-hmm. You know, Esau controls weather. Esau could do this. Oh, he's developing a technology where my mom going to be able to see. My dad going to be able to see. I'm going to be able to see. I'm paralyzed, but I can fucking play the game now. You know, I could walk. I can run. I could jump. My memories come back. Shit, they even had that little thing come out to where, like, some shit, I think they had it come out where you could, like, talk to dead relatives. Yeah. Like, come on. That's imitation on the right-hand side, which, you know, the Lord don't indulge in witchcraft, but it's just an aspect of that power, you know? So we're going to read some more. Well, I'm going to break down some more. It says, and he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying that to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast, which he had wound by the sword, and did live. You know, that's going to the NATO and EU, the revival of the empire, and that's what the man is going to be in. You know what I'm saying? And that image, the way of life, the mannerism, which is modeled after that ancient pagan Roman Empire. You know, so we'll get this real quick. Where is it at? Could you get Obadiah 1? But I'm gonna read the 2 Thessalonians. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse let's see. We'll start at verse 4. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. As a matter of fact, I'm reading verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, right? And that happened. We fell away from the understanding of our heritage. You know, we fell away. A large majority of Israelites, if not all, almost all of Israelites born in America was raised up, and whatever they was scattered was raised up in the custom of the heathens, not knowing it was Israel. So was discontinued, you know. But the Lord had, you know, that prophecy be fulfilled with Malachi 4. Our baby's coming back, and we begin to stand back upon our feet and come back to the obedience of our Father. You know what I'm saying? Obedience of the Scriptures. You know. So this prophecy has been fulfilled. Keep going. It says, and a man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which that has happened. The man of sin, which is Esau, the so-called white man. Esau, he's the man of sin, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. This been revealed. How was he revealed? By way of the prophets coming back on earth, man. Was able to point the finger. Didn't he tell Ezekiel, prophesy against Mount Seir? That's what we're doing. We're prophesying against Mount Seir, man. Exposing this devil, exposing that this is the son of perdition right here, right? So those things happen. So they let you know that the Lord is coming back soon. Because another thing too, the son of perdition, that's going to be the one ruling when Yahweh Shah returns. 2 Ezra 6, you know what I'm saying? 6 and 9, you know. Not Revelation, Daniel, is it 4? I think it's Daniel 4. No, it's Daniel 7. Daniel 7. It tells you about those beasts, and it says that little horn, and it tells you that little horn was the last one that was up ruling before the Lord returns. So it lets you know that when the Lord returns, this nigga gonna be ruling, the son of perdition, right? But keep going. It says, who opposeth, so this is the mannerism of the individual that's considered the man of sin, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. That God-like complex. That's what Esau does. You see, you had Cotton Swab protege said if the Lord had flooded earth again, we got our own water, or whatever he said. He was saying some stuff like, well, anything the Lord could do, we could combat it. That's what he pretty much was saying. You know? Even with the devil, he's putting him, he puts himself as the Messiah, as the deliverer, as, you know, showing you that he's trying to be the Most High. Right? Keep going. It says, or that is worship, so that he as God, because God because when you go into the word God, it means Allah. If I'm not mistaken, Allah. Let me get the blue letter. God mean Allah, right? Allah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I want to get the blue letter. I want to get the blue letter of it, because the blue letter.
Allah just mean power.
But it also means judges, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see where I'm at. Check this noise.
Yeah, Allah or Allahayim.
Yeah, cause when you get that word God, is Allah. You know, I had a little flesh. Well, Salakia. They it's in the Greek, so it's gonna say Theo. Yeah, Theos. Does it show the Hebrew origin?
Allahayim. It's Allahayim. Well, when you look in, so you got to look into the Old Testament, which is rulers, judges.
Allah.
Nah, that's Allahayim. I'm tripping.
Cause God in the Hebrew is what?
Power. Well,
Yeah, God in Hebrew is Allah.
It's Allahayim though. Well, when you look in the word, it's Allahayim.
Okay, Allahayim. Okay.
Yeah, just, rulers, judges.
Yeah, okay. It don't show. I'm trying to find the Hebrew origin on here, cause you know how it shows you like the Hebrew origin of the word Theo, but it like says like God.
Yeah.
Let me see. Godhead Trinity. Salakia. Okay, there it go. It says of magistries and judges, right? So see, that God that we're reading about in 2 Thessalonians, it could be a judge, which the Lord sets his judge up, man. The Lord sets his judge up to fulfill his will. So keep going. It says showing himself that he is God, right? So he's trying to play the role of the judge in the heaven, which the judge in the heavens is Yahweh Bashma Shai. He's trying to play the role of the Most High. That's his goal. And that's the point of this technology that we're going into this Neuralink, the C-Hip, because he wants to be able to have complete control over your body. Because that's what the Lord got. And that's a form of him erecting himself as being a God. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to achieve Godhead on earth. That's his enterprise. Did you have another one? Did you get over there about Babushah?
Yeah. Did you? What verse did you want?
You could. I think it's verse 3.
How the pride of thine heart deceiveth thee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is Obadiah chapter 1 Obadiah 1 chapter 1 verse 3 says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Exactly.
This is just going to the godlike complex, because we mentioned that this is the point of this technology being brought forth, the C-Hip. Because the point of Esau bringing out the C-Hip is to initiate his New World Order. But what does his New World Order entail? His New World Order entails an artificial version of the promise to Abraham. I mean, the promise of Jacob, the birthright. It's like the birthright. It's an artificial version of the birthright, which is what is Jacob's birthright? To have the heaven, to have the dew of heaven and earth. You know what I'm saying? Which Esau has that, but he has it temporarily. But Esau wants it everlasting. He wants to achieve Godhead on earth, where he's going to have an everlasting. We just read in the Psalms 49, his inward thought is his house shall continue. So he has the mindset of, you know what, I'm going to have an everlasting rulership, man. I'm going to rule for X, Y, and Z. I'm going to fight the Lord. It's going to be over. And then eventually, all of y'all going to be perpetual slaves. Did you not hear what Cotton Swab said? The W, you know what? He said, you're going to be happy having nothing. He pretty much saying you're going to be a happy-ass slave. You ain't going to have shit. You're just going to be working. And then when you think about the movie Upgrade, the Upgrade was a great movie, man. it shows a lot that this devil could do with this technology because he had the C-hip in him. Spoiler alert, if you ain't watched it, because I've been saying you got to watch it. To the spirit, I've been saying watch the movie, brothers have. If you ain't watched it, spoiler alert. But he had the C-hip in his neck, and when he tried to, the point that I want to attack on that movie was when he tried to go against the C-hip, like, no, I'm not going to do it. You know, he was fighting the C-hip. You know what the C-hip did? Or the Neuralink? It put him in a trance, in a sense, into where he was happy. He was happy, and how he put him in a state where he got, because the point of the movie, he had gotten a wreck, he got fucked over, but nah, he woke up from the hospital, his woman was alive. Well, it put him in a state to where he was happy in paradise, But in the real world, what was happening? He was just a slave to the Neuralink. He was just a slave to it, And that's what Esau's trying to do. He's trying to have this technology be able to control motherfuckers. Like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna make you do this, I'm gonna make you do that. Same way the Lord can, That's the same, because the Lord could do that. The Lord has jurisdiction over the spirit. Esau's trying to have jurisdiction over the spirit, but he can't. He's not spiritual. So he's trying to get over the flesh, things like that. So that's the point of this technology, what I'm saying, this devil's bringing forth, Did you have some? All right, we'll jump back to the article. Read a little bit more. It says, according to the firm, the second patient to be fitted with the device was able to use it to play first-person shooter games to design three-dimensional objects. And you got to think about this.
There's a video on that.
Exactly. Like the ox said, there's a video on that. You got to think about this. This is what Esau is showing you. So what's really going on? You got to think about it. Esau, he's showing the masses, like, we got this technology, you can put it in. But you got to think about it. Why is he showing the masses? Because of Revelation 13 and 14. He deceived them on earth with those miracles. So he's trying to show the masses those miracles he could do with this technology. Yeah. So he could persuade you, deceive you into what? Taking the C-hip. Because when you read it, it says he called of all. That means this devil's going to do something that's going to cause people to want to take the C-hip. That's another reason how we know that this devil ain't going to pin your ass down and put the C-hip in you. Now, if it does happen, you want the elect, because that's not going to happen to the elect. But we know this devil wants you to submit to him, like a god. He don't want you serve me, you serve. No, he wants you to submit to him like he's a god, and your submission to him will be taking the C-hip, and he's exactly that digital all, and that's what he wants. He wants you to submit to him, and he's showing you, look at what my technology could do. The Lord made you blind. The Lord made you blind, but I can make you see. I can make you walk. I can make you run. You haven't your taste buds and your vision and your back been killing you for 30 years. I can make you go from feeling like you 70 to 25 again with this type of technology. He's trying to play the role of the Lord, because ultimately that's what the Lord did when Yahushua said. That's what he did. He healed the blind, the lame, made the blind man see, resurrected people. This devil's trying to do the same thing. He's doing on the left hand side, trying to show his godlike complex, man, showing that he is the Most High, And if he's showing us this, man, tell him what he really got in the background. He probably either got niggas running around with the C-hip in their neck. The Neuralink nigga like, oh shit, I can walk and run. He probably already got that happen. He just ain't exposed it yet. He probably got ex-military niggas, you know what I'm saying? They got fucked up during war and used them as test subjects. So I'm gonna keep reading. It says, if all goes well, there will be hundreds of people with Neuralinks within a few years, maybe tens of thousands within 5 years, millions within 10 years, Mr. Musk wrote on X in response to Neuralink's blog post. Neuralink said that the latest participant in its first ever human study, this technology was able to perform new tasks using their thoughts, such as designing 3D objects. And yeah, it just said that. And let me see. The patient was able to design a print custom mount of the Neuralink charger using the brain computer, and he was able to play first-person video game. Typically requires 2 separate joysticks to control the character. And that's pretty much it, man. It's showing you the hold on, let me read this. It said potential applicants including streaming music directly to the brain, improving eyesight to view new parts of the light. See, there's some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some shit that he gonna deceive you niggas with. Cause it says
being cracked in Call of Duty.
But like look at it. Let's see this part. All right, it says potential applicants including streaming music directly to the brain and improving your eyesight right? Making the blind to be able to see, to view new parts of the light. Think about that. There's no, like the Lord's allowed us to see certain things, but He's trying to go deep into like you're gonna be able to see different levels of the light that we're already looking at. You got one?
I'm looking at the bottom part because it's going into what you were saying, the miracles. If you scroll down some more, to, where is it? There it goes. These capabilities.
It says these capabilities will not only help restore digital autonomy for those who are unable to use their limbs, but also restore the ability to communicate for those who are able to speak, such as people with neurological conditions like amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS is an acronym. Neuralink's latest progress update concluded. See? Additionally, we plan and able to link to interact with physical world, allowing users to feed themselves and move more independently by controlling a robotic arm or their own wheelchair. Miracles. And this is the technology. This is the Motb technology. This is what He's going to use to deceive the world. And this is the technology that if you take this shit, the Lord gonna off your ass, because this is not only you. This what you do with this technology, you're pretty much saying like, this is my God. He has the ability to heal me. He has the ability to take care of me. What did King David say? The Lord of my shepherd I shall not want. When you go into it, the shepherd, it means pretty much caregiver. You know what I'm saying? It means you have need of nothing. So you're pretty much saying that Esau's your caregiver. I have need of nothing. I'm gonna take his help. As brothers say all the time, Esau gonna put his law and statute and commandments in your head. When you take that shit. So I want to get another one, because as this devil is doing this, man, we know according to scripture that the Lord ain't gonna allow him to get it through. Could you I'm gonna look it up. I think it's in Job though.
What? How it goes?
Well, this is a good one right here. Job 5 and 12. But it's when I think it's when he says, what is it called? Disappoint their enterprise.
You ain't talking about feeling the belly, right? You ain't talking about that.
Nah, I know what that's saying. That's Job 20. All right, I'm gonna get this though, right? You looking for that? It says Job 5. Let me see. In 12, it says he disappoint. Let me see.
5 and 12?
This is it then. This is it. It's 5 and 12. This Job 5 and 12 says he disappointed the devices of the crafty, which we're looking at it, which devices going towards miracles and stuff like that. But we're looking at a form of it, because it says devices, you know what I'm saying? But deceive is a little device, you know what I'm saying? But just the aspect of we're looking at the miracles that the devil's trying to perform with this technology he's bringing forth. It says he disappoint the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that's what we see. This devil's trying to erect his NWO, man. He's trying to crown his enterprise with success with his technology. He got this Neuralink, he got this C-Hip. Don't get it twisted. Neuralink not the only brand of technology that he uses. There's actually another company out there that got something similar to a C-Hip in your brain. But that's the thing though. It's going to be just like now. Like, how you got different phones, iPhone, Android, and Android is a large scale of phones. You might have what's some Android phones? Samsung, can't think of none.
That's all I got.
Samsung. I know it's one that start with an M. Motorola, Alcatra, whatever. But nevertheless, you got different type of cell phones. So it's gonna be different type of companies promoting the C-Hip. Different type. Try our C-Hip. Try our Neuralink. Try our brain C-Hip. Jake already gets psyched out by fucking graphics by a damn PS5 Pro. Oh shit! Look at the graphics different. Or a damn 4K. PC. Exactly, or a damn PC. A high level PC. What makes you think Jake not gonna get psyched out and get tricked into taking the damn shit? Bro. Dude, if you already got psyched, it enhances it. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Cause Jake, bro. And it's funny too? The thing is that we have a natural inclination to be attracted to like superheroes and things like that. Cause that was us. That's what it's about. So Jake will look at this shit like, bro, I go fucking around and run fucking as fast as a cheetah with this technology.
Cyborg.
Exactly. I don't know about putting a technology in me. And then it's funny because they think it's a choice. Like, dude, it ain't gonna just be I don't take the C-hip. I'm gonna be chilling. Nah, if you don't take the C-hip, you don't really be able to operate in society. Cause that's almost like if you didn't have no money. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good one. Let me think. That's almost like if you go to. I'm gonna give you a better example. That's like if you would have went to like you go to like a flea market and you got a card. You can't buy shit with a card at a flea market. You gotta have cash. You know what I mean? It's like that. You can't operate in no flea market, which is flea markets where a lot of Northern can be at. That's the things they have. You can't operate there, or they call it a ploga. But you can't operate there and buy nothing unless you have cash. And you gotta be able to speak their language. But that's how the devil gonna have it. You can't operate in society unless you got to see him. That, you know, and we're gonna read that. You know, but I want to let me see if it's in this chapter. Nope. So we're gonna jump to Job 20, and then we'll end it off. Yeah. And do you got any precepts, good dog? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is Job chapter 20. It's in I think it's in the 20s.
It'd be like 23, I think.
Yeah, it's in the 20s. Yeah, it's 22.
22.
You mind reading it for me? Salaki.
Well, yeah, give me a sec. I ain't even got it.
Nah, you can look on here if you want. It's right here. Alright. You can't read it? I mean, you could grab it.
Alright.
It's just on the charger.
Oh, okay. This is Job chapter 20, verse 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly.
Start imagining.
Verse 22, It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
And that's what we see happening. Because really, the biggest strait he have is us. You know, as this devil's trying to do his thing, you know, deceive the world and initiate his NWO and things like, you know what I'm saying? The great you know what? Initiate this technology that he's going to use. This technology he's going to use to spearhead him bringing forth his own artificial birthright, his Godhead on earth. The straits that he's dealing with, the main strait is us waking up. You know, the main strait, because straits mean a position of difficulty. What's the difficulty? What's difficult? What's going on is difficult to this devil. The fact that he has Jake waking up, you know, calling on the names, and he can't stop it. There's no physical temple. He's looking for where's a physical third temple at? The temple is us. It's spirit, you know what I'm saying? The temple is us. We the temple now. It's our bodies. And even if we tell Esau that, he still ain't gonna get it. You know? Because the Lord got to set up like that. We go on these videos and say, Esau watch our videos too. Esau be watching the videos, trying to dissect them. Probably got a off camp trying to bring them down. Nah, I'm playing. but still though, Esau watched the videos, man. He know, like, man, they, you know, he knows some of the breakdowns due to the fact of us telling it to him and the Lord allowing him to receive it just for his damnation, to destroy him, you know. But reading it, cause you got it on there now?
Yeah, I got it. All right.
Read 22 from the top if you don't mind.
Job chapter 20, verse 22 says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Exactly. What that mean? You ain't talking about no other wicked people. It's like talking about workers. When you go into that word wicked, it couldn't say like workers and things like that. Showing you how his kingdom gonna be falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, how should I say? A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. Mm-hmm. You go ahead.
Verse 23, he says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast his fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Exactly. So as this devil's trying to erect his NWO and do all these things, he's having difficulty doing it. Starting with us waking up, but us waking up is what is going to eventually lead to the Yahweh Shai returning and getting rid of the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you read that in Psalms 2. He says they cried. When you read Psalms 2 in the NLT, and when you go down a couple verses, it says they cried. It says, let's deliver ourselves from bondage to them. They cry. You know what I'm saying? They had the mindset like, man, we're not finna go back into slavery to Jacob. They having bad dreams about when David had their ass. You know? But they're like, we're not finna go back to that, man. Mm-hmm. So that's why they got the Space Force. Mm-hmm. That's why you got Revelation 12. It tells you as Michael and his angels, you know what I'm saying, and the devil and his angels had war in heaven. you know, and then 2 Esdras 13, you know, going to the aspect of what? The fact that there's going to be war. This devil's going to try to fight to get his NWO. But as I said, reading it again, Job 20:23, when he is about to fill his belly, so when he see up so many people, you know, Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And if you keep reading, it goes until, Lord bringing the destruction, a fire weapon, pretty much, ending his shit, putting a stop on it. But as we had read, though, in Job 14, what was that, Job 14? Yeah, 5. The Lord has set his days. He got a due date. This devil queendom got an expiration date on it. So Esau's not going to achieve Godhead on earth. That's only for Jacob to achieve. But we'll end it off with this one though, with Revelation 13, and you can start at 15.
Yeah, Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed."
Exactly. He's put in a position to where he could bring forth that image to life, that way, that ancient pagan Roman way to life. He's in the position to do that because he's in the power seat. Job 9:24, the earth is into the hands of the wicked. He's in the position where he could do it, and the Lord's going to allow him to get so far with it, And like he said, he says, and they will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. Exactly. So, because it is going to get to that point. It's going to get to the point to where, if you don't want to take this technology, the devil's going to, because kill, it means to be, when you go into that word, it kind of means to be, casted out or apart, taken from a whole, to be, kind of separated from society, But it also, this devil is going to kill a couple of Israelites and a couple of people, you know what I'm saying? Whether they took to see him or not. Because you got to think about it, this devil has Georgia Guidestone where he got to get the population down to a certain amount of number. So he's going to chip a lot of people, but he's going to kill a lot of niggas too because he's trying to get the population down, So you keep going though.
Verse 16, it says, "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads."
Exactly, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads. Because you get that word causes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
All right. What the hell? All right. It says causes poeo. Strong Street 4160 poeo. All right. It says to make. It says with the names of things made to produce, construct, form, fashion, etc. To make ready, to prepare. What else?
See, to make ready, to prepare, to make causes, make you do something pretty much, by form of threatening your family. He can threaten your family. He's only going to hit you, because he's going to hit you where it hits the most, man. You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell, right? Because it's going to go into that in the next verse. You're not even going to be able to operate in society, as Elder Ariella says all the time, man. If you take a man's sandwich, pretty much see how he react, When you take away the man's ability to be able to provide for his family, men going to go crazy. And that could happen, that could very well happen through the fact of the C-hip. You don't take the C-hip, you can't go buy groceries, buddy. Marshall, you know what going to be happening? Things like that. So it's going to lead to people taking the C-hip. And then through the miracles. I could walk, I could run. My mom ain't been able to see. You got to think about what these people gonna be thinking. Man, my mom haven't been able to see. She hasn't been able to see my beautiful artwork that I've been making, cause she's blind. Think about that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now this devil, now she can, with Neuralink. Think about that. It could be a commercial like that.
Yeah.
This old lady couldn't even see her son's beautiful art, but now she can. With Neuralink. Yeah. And then Elon Musk got these damn robots he's creating too. You can't forget about that. But you keep going.
Verse 17.
Oh yeah, and just to miss too, it said mark in our right hand or in our forehead. Forehead going. What's in your forehead? Your brain. That neural link. And that right hand is representation of like dominance. So really just in your dominant hand, whatever you know what you're using. It's not literally only right hand. I'm gonna put it in my neck. I'm gonna put it in my back. I'm gonna go in the chair because I got it in my back. No. If you take that C hip anywhere else, because it'd be stupid for you to put it in your back, you wouldn't be able to get in your damn door. But you put the C hip anywhere, if you take it, you telling the Lord, this is my husband. If you're an Israelite, because fuck the heathens.
Penetrate you.
Exactly. You let him dig into you, you know? And we go and keep going. We end it off.
Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark.
Exactly. So you're not gonna be able to buy and sell, engage in commerce, trade, unless you have this technology. Unless you submit it to this devil, you're not gonna be able to operate in society pretty much. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, read from the top. Revelation chapter 13, verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Exactly. And those are all the same thing, man. It's not nothing different. There's a number, there's a name of the beast, there's a number of his name, that's all the mark. All those things are representation of the mark, taking the C hip, right? And then when you even get that word mark, could you get it, Baba Shah? Real quick? Because it's going to say charagma, and you get the root of there as karax, but we're going to start off with charagma first.
The Strong's G54.
Let me actually pull it up on her, because I'm just sitting here so they can see it. Are you in verse 17? Well, it really doesn't matter.
Yes, it says the same thing.
Yeah. All right, you go ahead.
Strong's G54, 80, charagma. It says a stamp and imprinted mark.
And you listen to it. It said a stamp and imprinted mark. So that's letting you know it's something physical. Because the stamp is not nothing spiritual. It's a stamp and imprinted mark, right? Now jump down to what it says B in subsection 2.
Is it B subsection 2? Where is that?
B in subsection 2.
What, the thing carved?
Yeah, like read the mark brand upon the horses and the thing card, pretty much.
Oh.
Because the B, and you got the subsection of B, which is the 2.
Oh, okay. It says the mark branded upon horses.
So that's physical. If you actually see a horse get branded, I mean nowadays they'll put that shit in their ear, that little thing, let you know that they belong to somebody, or you could, put the certain iron on them. Bottom line is physical. Go ahead.
It says thing carved, sculpture, graven work.
Exactly. Thing carved, sculptured, graven work. Now get the root of the word charagma, which is karax.
Yeah, it says.
You can just read the first one.
Strong's G5482, karax, and it says a pale or stake, a palisade.
Exactly. A pale stake. What's that? So that's a syringe. That syringe going into you. That pale, that stake going into you. You know what I'm saying? Cutting into you. Cutting into the Lord's woman and putting his DNA in it, which is a C hip. That's what you're doing when you're taking a C hip. You're acknowledging that this is my husband, man. You know? So we'll just get Revelation 14, read the judgment, and we'll close out. It's at 9. Revelation 14 at 9.
Okay. Now, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Exactly. That's the judgment, man. If you take the seat, the Lord going to destroy your ass. You're going to get part of his wrath. And if you in America, you take the sea up, you getting 200 thermonuclear missiles. And if you take the sea up across the world, the Lord going to jack your ass up, man. You're going to get jacked up, you know, if you're an Israelite. The heathens ain't worried about them. But yeah, man, Lord willing, this is edifying to the power and spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Abushai and feeds the lamb and sheep of Yahweh B'Hashem Abushai, man. We're going to end up saying, call law, Yahweh B'Hashem Yabushai B'Hashem Rekakwadash. I'm going to get that by honors to the apostle of the great millstones, or y'all, I'm going to say shalom.
Shalom.